Hello, Sindhu ma'am. Hi, Abhi. You guys doing great. Thank you, ma'am. After a long time, I came live today. Hi, Akka. Hi. Hi, Sri Hari. Ma'am, how's the situation there? Is it fine for you? And how are your yoga classes going on? Good, all my slots are filled. Yeah, that's great. Here we are finding too difficult to fill our slots, ma'am, actually. How are you, Akka? I am fine, doing great. You're safe, no worries. Okay. Hello, everyone. I will wait for still some 2 more minutes. So I will start. Today's topic is on hair care. I would be speaking about like what hair loss will be in general and all about symptoms of hair loss and causes, general factors, what may be the causes, and how to prevent hair loss through diet as well as some treatments. I would be dealing with some treatments like massage after food like massaging your hair, then how to apply oils, some herbs I will be speaking, and yes, aromatherapy also I will be speaking, and reflexology also today I will be speaking. So yes, and yesterday I couldn't come on live, so sorry. Hello Ruchidi, hello. Yes, I will start today. No one is joining me as they are busy, and I would be speaking about hair loss in general. And I won't mention that. I wanted to mention specifically before that no person is similar and no person's symptoms are similar, and the treatments also for some which have alopecia like baldness and all, they need to consult a doctor immediately or so, and they need to get personalized diet charts or personalized lifestyle treatments. So what I am speaking today is generalized basis. And yes, let's start about hair care and what actually why we need to check, like why we are having hair issues, lots and lots of hair issues nowadays. Like everybody is having hair fall, dandruff, and I would mention everything, like you will get split ends and you have baldness in the earlier ages, like it is starting from 20s maybe. 20s itself, men, mainly men are getting baldness. So it's just because our food habits, one main thing, and stress levels two. And completely, if I wanted to mention, it is complete lifestyle modifications you need to do, because before like our fathers and all, they don't have this much hair issues before, like in the younger age. Now everybody are having hair issues from the starting of younger age, like 20s, 21s. Yes, of course, I do agree. You have stress and lifestyle has been changed. Like we are in a very modernized society and fast forward society now. We need to cope up with the society, but still, you need to take care of your food habits, like what you eat, what actually you're using hair product. Before, coconut oil is the only thing which people used to apply for hair. Now so many hair oils came up, then serums, conditioners, all lots more. And you got choices, like you have equipments now to choose. Before it used to be like one or two, and those things they used to do, and people used to go for natural products on hairs before. Like they used to apply hibiscus, they used to apply amla oil, they used to apply curry leaves, and they used to consume so much of unpolished rice before. Now we have got all polished things, and sugar is more, and we have got so much of changes nowadays. So let's see what is the main thing what you shouldn't do at all, like frequently scratching or combing. Somebody had asked me yesterday that if we comb more, there used to be like hair fall wouldn't be there. No, combing, yes, I do agree, daily you need to comb for not making knots, like to remove the knots. Yes, I would agree, but combing continuously, it leads to hair fall more. And I would be speaking today mainly that, is there any thing that genetics and hair fall is related, and how much extent it is? Yes, if at all genetics also, what would be the things, like whether you will get in the initial days you will get hair fall, or later days. Okay, that I would be just at a glance I will give. Yes, alopecia is a major problem now. Everybody, like more people are facing, and there are more varieties of alopecia also. How, like you may be having baldness, or usually baldness or hair loss is considered, if it is in severe extent, it is considered as hair loss. Then the loss of body hair including eyebrows and eyelashes, that also comes under alopecia, but that has a different name, like alopecia universalis. Okay, then if hair fall is of patches you are losing, and temporarily it is like reaching to baldness, that is called as alopecia areata. Then androgenetic alopecia is also there, like male pattern baldness. Okay, this is the most seen alopecia nowadays, and is caused by hereditary also. And yes, all about hair is most of the hair fall, like 50% is considered to be for men, and 40 years, or like 50% of the men are having baldness later, like after 40 or after attaining 50 or 60. But nowadays 70% of the men are having baldness from 20s itself. Okay, then and the age of 20 to 30, now recent studies have proved that 20 to 30 age is the factor which has higher scale of baldness. Okay, even yes, as I said, like how what is the relationship of hair fall and genetics. See, androgenetic alopecia is associated with genetics. It is not that in that male sex hormone will be in the higher stage and that would be affected more, and it is a disorder of the mainly male sex hormone. That is the reason which if a parent has if a father or forefather has that genes is consider like continuing, and if the son would have got if the son would have got that baldness issue, it will be if the genes is carrying also, he will get chances, like he may get chances of getting hair for later stages. But now recently what research has proved that no matter you are genetically herited with the baldness or not, it is saying that because of your lifestyle itself you are losing hair. It's not because you're genetically related or not, or your father has so you are getting, or your forefathers have so you are getting. Nothing. It's just completely because lifestyle changes, so you are getting more of hair fall issues or baldness or dandruff and all. How to overcome, how to overcome, and what kind of shampoos you do use. And whenever you are choosing a shampoo or any product on the hair, check it should have biotin rich and silicone rich. Those things you will get from hair also, like food also. But now in this fast society, very modernized society, you don't get time. Yes, I do agree, but give some time. Try to change your lifestyle patterns. Don't use dyes, much of dyes, and don't use like conditioner more, or heat, like dryers, hair dryers and hair straighteners. All nowadays all women are using hair straighteners, hair dryness and all. But when you use you can limit that usage of daily. Don't use. If you have to go for a party or something, you can use like all of it once, so that time you can use. And after post usage of hair straightener or dryer, you need to take care, like good nutrition you should provide for hair. So that is important. And stress is also the main factor in hair loss. Usually pregnancy time, so much of hormonal changes will happen, and because of childbirth and so much that mother has to strive with the things, and so she would have a temporarily hair fall. But later, once she takes good care, later it will regrowth happens and strengthen happens. But now stress is the main reason for everyone, not only the pregnancy. Everybody are under stress. I understood, but how to overcome? You need to check. Go for mindfulness. Everything you need to do mindfully. You go, you give some time. Don't sit with gadgets much. Like nowadays, everybody all forgot how to play outside with people or how to speak with people. Instead, they are doing through phones. Like they are using gadgets more than necessary. So that would be high symptoms, like high risk factor. And signs and symptoms of hair loss is like thinning or absence of hair, like on the top of the head, any one particular part, or gradually thinning of the hair. And broken hair, if you just pull your hair, it will get broke. Or oval round patches, those are, if those patches, or you are finding like gradually your skin, like hair is reducing, like daily everybody will lose 2 or 3 strands of hair. But if it is excess, like if just you do like this and you are getting hair into your hands, that is highly indication that you need to check with doctor, or you need to check your products what you're using, and you need to check your food pattern also, what you're taking and all. And yes, hormonal imbalance is also main cause. And aging is okay, I accept, but see, aging process nowadays, it started from young age. That is also one issue. Yes, last live I have spoke about skincare and anti-aging. Like faster aging, it's happening because of completely changes in the food and lifestyle. That also a cause of hair. Why I took first skin and now I am taking hair is that interlinked. It is linked with hair, and skin is linked with again your body. Like the main thing is food is linked with skincare, hair care, then all over the health. So that's why I took after skincare. As I said before, aging also started because of your unhealthy lifestyle. So because of that also you may lose hair strands more. Okay. Then, in addition, recent top researchers have proved that they have gave what are the triggering factors for hair fall. Those I have, after so much of research, I made some list of that. Let's see that list. Okay, poor circulation to your hair. So poor circulation is poor blood circulation. Blood is not going to your hair properly. And any recent surgeries, okay, that time also severe hair fall is noted. And high iron deficiency, like every so you need to check, you can check what is your whether you have iron deficiency or not. And any kind of skin disease. Yes, as I mentioned, skin is linked with hair, so any skin disease also. And stress. And recently, if somebody is taking chemotherapy also, that also has an issue of hair fall. And chemicals usage like hairsprays, hair dryers, hair straighteners, all such things, and other any fungal infections also, it is noted that severe hair fall would be there. And radiation, like direct sun exposure as soon as you do hair wash, that also it is noted in the recent researchers. And poor diet, very poor diet, like no vitamin and no minerals also at all in your food. So all doctors usually they say go with balanced diet, go with balanced diet. Yes, I do say go with balanced diet. And how to prevent this? Is there any chance? Like I don't say whether if you follow this it'll just as a magic you will get your hair back. It'll take time, but you need to follow, you change, because from years you are following the same unhealthy pattern. So you change to a good diet. And what are the do's and don'ts you need to do? Yes, first what you need to do is eat high amount of fruits and vegetables. Yes, this is highly recommended because fruits and vegetables which are like they contain flavonoids, they contain antioxidants. This promote and strengthens your hair. Yes, those things you can do that promotes the hair growth. You may say that I am eating fruit and daily any curry we will eat that contains vegetable. No, you're overcooking the vegetables. That is not considered as eating vegetables. You need to consume boiled vegetables instead of overcooked vegetables. And eat plenty of fruits which has biotin, and take supplements of biotin rich foods. Like you can go with brown rice, you can go with green peas, you can go with oats, soya beans. These all things are good sources of biotin. This biotin rich also promotes healthy skin, healthy nails and healthy hair. Okay, then yeah, usually men has when they have hair fall, that DHT will be in higher amount, that is testosterone. That for inhibiting that, like for reducing that, soya foods like tofu, these all things will be helpful. So you can consume this for a while, for a time. And yes, one more thing, shampoos and conditioners, you need to check whether at the back of the products, like whether it contains biotin or whether it contains silica. Paraben free you take, then you can go with natural products like aloe vera gel, vitamin C, vitamin E, jojoba oils, like essential oils you can take, then mix with normal oil, then you can apply to your hair before the hair wash. That is highly recommended. Then chamomile oil also, and essential oils. There are lots and lots of varieties of essential oils which you can use for hair, like mixing that also 1:4 ratio, 1 spoon of essential oil, 4 spoons of normal coconut oil or anything you can use, and for your hair, and that helps as conditioner. Aloe vera gel itself has a condition, it acts as a conditioner. And you're eating grains, unpolished grains you need to eat. Instead, don't go with polished foods. And stop the sugar. Sugar is the main enemy, and all whites are enemy. White polished rice, sugar, these all things. And what you shouldn't eat at all when you are seeing hair fall or dandruff issues, hair issues when you are having, what you shouldn't do, that is eggs. Consuming eggs, like raw eggs you should not, like half boil you will eat. So many has a habit of eating half boil, don't go with that. And yes, then do not comb over, like over combing also you shouldn't do. And after, I guess even hibiscus leaf is good for hair. Yes, it is very good. You can mix with coconut oil, boil it naturally, and you can try for hair as a natural hair oil you can prepare at homes. And as soon as they do hair wash, they have a habit of combing. Yes, that you shouldn't do, never. And big no to that. And dryers, don't use dryers, let it dry naturally, that it helps. Yes, ironing your hair, frequent ironing or hair blowers, hair dryers, don't use this. Do not comb your hair when it's wet. Yes, everyone are saying, and so many researchers have proved that do not comb your hair when it is wet. And do not tie very tight your hair, like some would apply oil and they'll do very like they'll tie very tight because they don't like oil to touch, come out or something, so they would do that. You don't do that, itself causes scalp tenderness. That is one of the reason for scalp tenderness. Yesterday somebody had asked for in questions like what may be the reason of scalp tenderness. Yes, that may be the one of the reason. And physical care, how? Give some time for physical care, like hair care, massage, and apply whenever you wash, like daily. If you have a habit of applying oil, it's well and good. But if you are not doing, once in a while you apply oil, means apply warm oil, like heat the oil in the warm state, you apply oil with your tips. Do not use nails. Why I didn't cut my nails is that the one of the reason, that nails you don't use. Okay, don't touch your nails with the scalp. Don't maintain this kind of nails. I just didn't cut because to show this. At least this is very less people do have long nails. They just scratch. Yes, scalp would get hurt. Do not hurt your scalp. And massage in a circular motion after applying oil, in this motion. Okay, and reverse from backside applying oil is also a good thing, that that you would strengthen your hair. And at least 5 minutes of massaging is recommended after you apply oil. And whenever you take hair wash or you just rub very vigorously, no, care, handle with care. Okay, just squeeze the water and just do dry with a towel of a cotton cloth or cotton towel you can use. Don't brush or don't use dryers, that is the thing. And the day you do hair wash, don't get exposed for sun. Yes, that also. And most recommended are vitamin and mineral rich fruits, okay, to prevent hair loss. If you're not taking, you take. I would be saying what is the important role they are playing. They just boost all the nutrients to the hair and give best vitamins, and mineral supplements are highly recommended for good hair, good and nourished hair. Okay. And what are those? Like flaxseed oil. Yeah. Best DIY recently I got to know that take coconut oil, then add methi powder, and add flaxseed powder. Flax seeds you need to just roast it and make a powder and add to that. And one more is aloe vera gel. This all things you mix and apply and let you do massage for 5 minutes with in a circular motion and wash your hair. This is like this acts as a very good conditioner to your hair. This is highly recommended. Recently I have got to know this beautiful remedy for how to conditioner your hair naturally. That it's highly recommended. And one more thing is curd and methi powder and flaxseed powder and egg white. This also, it's a best conditioner. And you can squeeze lemon if you have a dandruff issue, or else you can just apply that also is highly recommended. This actually I have been using these things from the past very while, and I only use natural products for my hair. Then yes, vitamin supplements actually I have given B vitamin supplements in my page that you can see, and you can consume that. If you have like want to stimulate the hair growth and nourish with a natural product, and if you have got any deficiencies and all, you need to take some kind of specific vitamins. So I would be saying that, see, for hair growth, stimulating hair growth of the and strengthening, you need to take vitamin B complex and vitamin B3. So that you can check the list in my page of foods which are rich in that. And vitamin B5 and B6 is recommended for if you have any skin issues, like because of dandruff you may get acne, or because of anything you may have acne, pimples or something, that you can use those B6 and B7 like B5. And vitamin C, every day you need to take care for improving the scalp circulation, like blood supply. That is highly it acts as an antioxidant, as it is highly antioxidant. That is very good for your hair. And vitamin E is, it increases the oxygen supply to the hair, so vitamin E is highly recommended. And zinc supplements also. And soon I will be releasing mineral list also, like foods containing which contain some minerals. Those also I would be releasing soon in my page. Yes. And copper copper, zinc, then grape seed extract. You will be getting outside this grape seed extract that is powerful antioxidant, and it just removes the free radicals which are damaging your hair, so that you can take. Then silica gel or silica rich products, like silica rich foods also, like unpolished grains and all you can take. And I just recommend these all things for strengthening your hair. Then there are some medications you can use, but I don't prefer to go with medications, as you can just go with natural products. Food, change your lifestyle, just change. Then the secret cure, I have come across recently. The secret cure for hair fall and or hair issues is, first thing is amla, Indian gooseberry. Indian gooseberry is highly recommended. That, see, it depends on the body nature. Like according to Ayurveda things, if I speak, then vata pitta kapha. You need to check these three things, like what your body nature, so you can go with those. But if you want a personalized things, you can DM me anytime. And I hope no one is watching this, but I would be posting in my story, you can watch later. And amla is the very like miracle fruit, Indian fruit, you can go with for strengthening your hair, then for conditioning, or to grow like thick. You need thick hair and strong hair. Amla powder you can mix with coconut oil and apply, or amla juice you can have daily. Anything you can do, but take amla. And herbs, green tea bags, or green tea bags you boil and you put it in hot water and wash with the hair, like wash with the water to the you're used to your hair. That also it has alpha reductase, all such things, so you can use that. And the second herb is palmetto is like I have got one research paper, I would be reading for you all, that palmetto, they have given this palmetto for several men, and they have seen the capability to slow down the hair loss. Like eventually and gradually they have got reduced in this hair fall, and it is stimulating the new hair growth. This research paper is wonderful. If I get chance, I would share this research paper. And the third one is one more they have done, the Pygym. This also it is preventing the hair loosening of hair follicles and from weakening to strengthening. Like if it is weakened, it is strengthening the hair follicles and assuring the regrowth. And apple cider vinegar and tea tree oil are also, and jojoba oil. These all oils are very good for hair care. You can use this tea tree oil and apple cider vinegar. And according to Ayurveda, the things are like Bringraj is very good for hair tightening and hair root strengthening. Then Amla, Indian gooseberry, again it's prevent hair graying of the hair and hair fall also. And Badam, almond oil is also highly recommended, or intake of daily Badam 2 to 3 also it is very much improve, like it will improve the hair growth and prevents hair fall. Then coconut strengthens the root of the hair at any cost. Go with, now everything that is chemicalized, so go with some organic. You yourself go to mill, then get oil and use. And aromatherapy I would recommend for everyone for preventing the hair loss. Usage of essential oils, very much recommended. That first is lavender oil, rosemary oil, tea tree oil, then jojoba oil, then hibiscus oil, then what else? These all oils are very rich, recommended, and so many homeopathy remedies are also there. Today I am speaking in this live is all alternative therapies also I am speaking. So homeopathy also is giving nice like results in preventing this hair fall. Like fluoric acid you can take. Fluoric acid for brittle nails that falls out, and lycopodium also they are giving for graying of the hair and baldness they are asking, and they are giving Kali carbonicum, that is a medicine for dry and thinning of the hair that they are giving, and Kali sulfuricum, that also for dandruff flakes. Somebody who has dandruff flakes, those they are giving, and natrum mur also for hair loss on the scalp and oily hair. Somebody had asked me yesterday for how to prevent oily hair, those also. And acupressure is highly it has given me results, that acupressure on the hair region, that also improves the blood circulation to the hair whole scalp region, that also giving a very good result. I myself tried, and I had experience with some patients whom I treated with acupressure also. And massage is wonderful, I love it, and you all do get massage for head massage and all the back of your neck. Yes, that is highly, I just love it, and I do have don't think that I'm just speaking. I do have long hair and I maintain. And if I would have losing hair also, I would be getting to know that what I am eating in that particular month and what I am taking care, like how is my stress levels, how is my food, and whether any changes had come up with my lifestyle. That also I check for myself, and I will just get rid of it. And reflexology is like palm and feet, like soles reflexology. These two things I recommend, that apply the oil and do in a circular motion. If this is your palm, you do it circular motion like this. Okay, this also it is recommended. And if it is this sole, apply warm oil and do it in circular motion. That also 5 minutes of finger, nails and tips, all that improves your skin condition and nails condition, and as well as hair growth. Yes. And yoga, as we love it, I do personally love it. Yoga is highly recommended, and all inverted postures like Sarvangasana, Halasana, then Shirshasana, then Chakrasana, all this is like inverted postures you can do, and Bhujangasana also. Then what else? And breathing techniques are dog breathing, cat breathing, rabbit breathing, normal alternate nostril breathing, Brahmari, pranayama, all pranayamas I recommend for this. And yes, you need to be very happy and healthy, and stress management, anger management you should have. And most of the things are like I just said all the generalized things which can promote hair fall, or like which can promote hair growth, or which can promote strengthening and shining. And I am not going to deal with any like DIYs today, as already mentioned some general hair fall measures in my page already. long back ago that you can follow. And if you have if you want anything in particular, you can DM me anytime in this page, or else I have one more page, like in Facebook also you can just text in Messenger also. There is a public page called Natural Heal, that also you can follow and text there, or you can just DM here. I would be loving to give answer for your questions and queries. Yes. And yes, today's thing is this. And one more thing is usage of what is Bilva Patra. Yes, Bilva Patra you need to boil in water, like to the extent of it should change its color, and all aroma of the Bilva Patra and all the things should come inside the water, and wash your hair with that. That is the super remedy which I have come across recently. And you know, Lord Shiva has such long hair. Yes, that is a super miraculous. Bilva Patra is and Japatra also. And yeah, these two things are highly recommended if somebody wants their hair to grow very long and shine and natural strength, then they need to give is just you can go for this Bilva Patra water. And so many had asked me that how to condition your hair. Like, I am getting frills, like as soon as I wash my hair it won't look silky or something. For that, the super remedy which I am using is, after you're finishing your bath wash, just take aloe vera, natural aloe vera, mix with water in a mug of water. At last, as soon as you step out your bathroom, before that you just wash your hair with that water, this aloe vera water, and just pour normal water. Okay, that is super remedy for smooth, silky, shiny hair, and you won't have any frills, that you won't have any frizzy hair or something. Everybody would be using serums or conditioner or something, and they would lose hair. And one more thing is, after applying serum also, serum acts for hair, not inside. So after serum you can apply oil to the scalp. Okay, serum you won't use for scalp, you shouldn't use. Serum is just for hair. Once you are applying serum also, select serum of which contain biotin and silica gel. These serums are very good serums. You can just don't go with the cheap products, go with branded ones, and which are checked before you buy. And after serum you can serum anyway you will, after wash you will use. But oiling to the scalp is in the evening. Morning if you wash your hair, evening you can just apply all over your scalp little bit oil, so that next day you will have some strength. Like night you apply oil and sleep off, it will be shiny. Yes, this would be this I will post this whole video in my IGTV series, and you can watch anytime. Hope you all are doing great. And today is Raksha Bandhan, and all the brothers and sisters or whoever are caretakers, supporters, guiders, happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone. And thank you so much, and good night.